All right, what's going on, everyone? I'm Nesruler. Welcome to Friday here on Body Bags, and today I'm going to be reviewing a film that I saw about a year and a half ago, I would say, at the Chicago International Film Festival here in Chicago, which is a huge film fest that's here every October, and a whole bunch of world premieres and stuff like that are played in this festival. And when I saw this for the first time, I had some pretty mixed things to say about it. I really did not enjoy it whatsoever. I think I'm like one of the only few people who actually didn't like this film, and I'm always debating with people about why I didn't like it. And I really don't understand why this film got so much press and good reviews and stuff like that. And that is Room 237. This is an IFC Midnight release. So this is the film. This is a documentary really about Stanley Kubrick's The Shining and all the conspiracy theories behind the film, and how it relates to what Kubrick was trying to get across. And it's fucking. I watched this again when Moods was here because I wanted him to watch it and let me know what his opinion was on it. And I think he had some same opinions on it as I did, but basically the film follows these four people, all who are obsessed with dissecting The Shining, watching it over and over again, and talking about it. And the four arguments are: the film had to do with Native Americans and murdering Native Americans, and Stanley Kubrick was trying to say, murdering Native Americans caused all these actions in the film to happen, which is kind of, they say the film, the Overlook Hotel is on an ancient Indian burial ground. So that one's pretty obvious, and he points out about how there's Indian symbols all over the hotel and stuff like that, like in the pantry there's a can with an Indian on it and all this stupid shit. That's like, okay, that I don't really think that's what he was trying to get across. I know when Kubrick films, he's a perfectionist and everything's there for a reason. But yeah, that was probably the one argument that was probably like out of the four arguments, that's probably like the third least believing one, I think, in my opinion. And then there's one that Stanley Kubrick was making a statement about the Holocaust, and I think they have to do, one of the examples is the typewriter that Jack is using. It's like a German brand typewriter, which, that was made during the years of the Holocaust, I think it was. But, that's another interesting point. I thought that point was quite interesting, but I really don't think it had to do with the Holocaust based on that one fucking point. I know there's more examples, but I've watched so many movies since I've watched this again. So, the third example is that Stanley Kubrick was behind the Apollo space mission footage, and that he actually recorded the space footage on a soundstage in California, and he was trying to tell people about it through symbols and stuff in The Shining. One example is Danny's wearing an Apollo sweater during one other scene, and I think like the room key that says room 237 on it, I think spells like Apollo or something like that. It's another thing that and like the pattern on the floor looks like a like a runway for spaceships. I know that sounds stupid, but a launching pad for spaceships and shit like that. This is probably my least favorite argument about the film. I really don't think Kubrick had anything to do with the Apollo space mission, and I think it would have got out sooner or later if he did, because he made a few other films after Room 237, and I think someone else would have had some information about. He would have said something to somebody if he actually did that. If he actually, staged the Apollo space mission, it would have got out some way or another, I would think, in my opinion. But I can't remember what the fourth point was, but I remember that she was saying like the stupidest fucking argument in this is like there's this skiing poster on the background in the lounge, and that skier has to do something with a Manitou or something like that. I had no fucking idea what the hell she was talking about, and she's definitely the one conspirator in this film that I think is the least educated, because the points she was trying to get across were just fucking stupid. But that's just a little overview about the film. Like I said, there's a lot more ideas in the film. It's an hour and 42 minutes long, so there's quite a bit of information in this documentary, and I think it's just really overthought about, and people have too much time on their hands to watch the film backwards. Like, they watch the film backwards and they overlay the film playing forward and backwards, and it's supposed to shape these images that aren't seen when you watch the film normally and stuff like that. If you could find it for like $2, I would pick it up and give it a watch if you haven't watched it, and have your own opinions about the film. But I really didn't like it very much, and I probably won't ever watch it again. But it's just cool to have an edition. This is probably IFC's best edition that they've put out. I've seen tonight. It's just really nice. There's that Indian tin that I was talking about, and give it a shot if you find it for cheap, or you find it as a rental or something like that, because just really didn't do it for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Room 237. Put this back on there. If you guys did, please give it a thumbs up, and hope everybody has a safe weekend. Starting next week, I am going to be doing Blu-ray reviews over at thedevilseyes.com. Put a link down below, so if you guys want to see some reviews of some Blu-rays, I'm going to be doing some writing over there. So if you guys want to read what I have to say about some of these Blu-rays I have, go over there. I should have a review up Sunday next week. I would hope so. So stay tuned to that, and stay tuned on Monday for the 17th episode of 22 Shots, Moods, and Horror. We'll be talking about this new Chiller film, Beneath, that was just put out by Scream Factory. Sorry about the banging. And follow me on Twitter. You can do so at twitter.com/Nesruler22. I should talk to you guys next week with another review. Everyone have a good weekend. See you guys soon.